On the Discourse of Haimo, 814 AD. About the year 814, in our account of holy baptism for the year 814, we made mention of Haimo, a celebrated teacher of that day, as well as of some salutary and good testimonies, which he left respecting the baptism of believers. Writing on Romans 6, he treats of 4 different kinds of baptism, the fourth or last of which he calls baptism by the shedding of blood, indicating withal what he means thereby, as well as what persons were baptized in this manner. The fourth baptism, he says, is by the shedding of blood, with which the Lord himself and all holy martyrs were baptized. Someone perhaps may think that in this passage by Haimo nothing is said of a present persecution or martyrdom, but that it is simply shown that the shedding of the blood of the martyrs can in some measure be called a baptism, with which the Lord himself and many of his followers, namely all the holy martyrs, had, so to speak, been baptized. To this we will offer no objection, for it is well remarked. Nevertheless, it will throw light upon the object we have in view, namely to show the martyrdom of this time. Hence, in order to reach this end, we say, it would not have been necessary then only to recount to the hearers the shedding of the blood of the martyrs, as well as that in a certain way this may be called a baptism, if at that time the exigency of martyrdom or the shedding of blood for the Lord's sake had not existed, or at least if there had been no danger of being persecuted or martyred. Certainly all good teachers regard the opportuneness of the times, the condition of persons, and other circumstances in the manner of teaching, lest the salutary and good words of God, by being spoken at the wrong time, or on an unsuitable occasion, should prove void, powerless, and vain to those who hear it. Thus we must believe that also said teacher Haimo proceeded, and that consequently when he called the shedding of the blood of the martyrs a baptism, and adduced this for the purpose of instructing his brethren, there must have been an exigency of martyrdom either at the time or near at hand. Otherwise the assertion and exposition of this excellent teacher would not have been adduced properly, or at the right time and on the proper occasion. We shall therefore ascertain from other authors the condition of that time, and whether then or shortly after any persecution, bloodshedding, or martyrdom arose against the Christian believers, to which the aforementioned teacher might have had reference in this instruction touching said matter.